We break up and now I gotta take care of that anyway.
Right, and that's why
So,
to me,
does that make
I would
sense?
think it would make more sense to say, hey, well, if we ever break up, we would
Sell the house.
we would sell this house
Put you in
and you
something
would stay in something
you could afford.
Not put you in the hood and that, especially if we got kids together.
Right.
But maybe it wouldn't be this house.
Well, it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
Wow, child, who would have thought Mama Joyce had Todd Tucker pegged from day one? Little Todd with the big head really turned out to be a whole player after all. When the divorce first went public, Kandi was out here doing PR acrobatics, swearing up and down that there wouldn't be any chaos, no drama, none of the mess folks expect from celebrity breakups. She kept saying she and Todd were too cool for all that nonsense. But baby, Kandi is humming a completely different tune now. Because word on the curb is, Todd told the court he wants their prenup tossed out, claiming he was pressured, forced, and never actually wanted to sign it in the first place.
So I don't think Todd's worried about Kandi being fair. I feel like he wants to pound his chest a little bit because he's read the jokes.
Damn.
We'll say this. We watched that scene right before their wedding where she said, I've told you from jump, I've never wavered that I wanted a prenup. Why are you feigning confusion now? He hemmed and hawed, called his lawyer didn't pick up. She calls her lawyer immediately picks up. And in the midst of a conversation, it's revealed that he had misled his counsel to not realize that she was already splitting their assets together with any joint ventures. So on camera, we've seen him get caught being duplicitous with lies of omission to his own counsel. If you can't even tell the truth to your own lawyers, then you can't act like you're a victim if you didn't do your due diligence when I've been doing my due diligence and I've never wavered on my stand.
And baby, that's still not the half of it. Because it's really starting to look like Todd had this whole thing mapped out from day one, just in case a divorce ever went down. Now he's popping up in court claiming he's always been the primary caretaker of the kids, waving around receipts to back it up. Not only is he asking for alimony, but he's gunning for major child support and full custody. Full custody. And Kandi? Phew, sis is going through it and already clapping back. I can just tell this divorce is about to get even nastier than anybody expected. Child. I hope that prenup is as airtight and ironclad as Mama Joyce prayed over, because Todd looks like he wants everything on the table. For years, Kandi was all about her man, her family, and her empire, always praising Todd as the best partner she could have asked for, personally and professionally. And let's be real, Todd was eating good off that arrangement. They built businesses together, and they even opened up their marriage, Kandi defending the whole third person in the bedroom situation like it was the secret seasoning keeping everything strong.
230 said threesomes never work. That's not true. I done had a threesome and it worked just fine. It worked great, actually. Anyway, I feel like it's the communication.
Little pussy's just hot. It is.
What are you talking about? I'm just saying it's the communication on it all. But I think that
would you?
But according to these new reports, Todd had been low-key resenting Kandi for years over her success and the fact that she was the clear breadwinner in the marriage. Apparently, he was always throwing out these wild, hypothetical scenarios about what he'd get, or how Kandi would supposedly act with her money, if they ever got divorced. Like he'd been prepping for this moment the whole time.
Everything else we've done together.
Right. Which I thought we was always doing so together, and then you tried to cut me out.
I create a lot of things that I don't care that I don't get credit for.
Okay.
Anything I create, Kandi, da-da-da-da.
So you want...
I do not really some weird words.
But that's the way it feels.
Mind you, this isn't just one or two random clips floating around social media. We're talking hours of footage, videos Todd willingly posted on his own YouTube channel, without Mama Joyce's shadow and anger to blame it on. This is him unfiltered, saying exactly what he thinks. And in clip after clip, his whole vibe is about how he deserves things from Kandi simply for being there.
I used to date somebody back in the day. That motherfucker catered like I was a billionaire. But it was just something that they enjoyed doing
How did she
for me.
cater that she was a billionaire if she didn't have no?
No, I said she catered like I was a billionaire.
Yeah.
So I walked in, and she would work. She worked like anybody else. She had a child, but she would cook. She would cook in her panties. She would do all kind of shit.
Okay, so why y'all didn't stay together?
Yeah, right. She's so damn capable.
Yeah, why y'all didn't stay together?
With all these clips resurfacing, some folks tried to defend Todd at first, saying maybe he was just talking crazy for views because that's the kind of content that goes viral. They swore up and down that Kandi would never play about her money, so she must have just gone along with his antics for clicks and chatter. But baby, looking back, nothing Todd said was for entertainment. It was all groundwork, laying the foundation for exactly what he planned to pull when the time finally came for a divorce. In her filing, Kandi asked for joint custody of their 2 kids, Ace and Blaze. And let's be clear, the prenup doesn't say Todd gets nothing. It just says he can't touch what she earned before him and that he has 30 days to vacate the home if they split. Very fair, very standard. And as successful as Kandi is on her own, we all know the businesses they launched together, yes, including Old Lady Gang, weren't exactly printing money. Even Kandi admitted in her filing that the marriage has debts, and she asked the court to divide them equally. Then, on Wednesday, November 26, 2025, right before Thanksgiving, Todd finally responded to the divorce petition. He came in hot, asking for full custody, saying the kids are with him most of the time anyway because Kandi's always traveling for work. He even acknowledged she's a good mom, but said if she didn't agree to full custody, then he'd settle for full physical custody and joint legal custody, and honestly, that part isn't the shocker. Kandi does work non-stop, especially now that she's doing Broadway. But what had Kandi absolutely gagged was what came next. Because we all remember their wedding special. We remember Todd trying to stroll down that aisle without signing anything. And the way he looked when Kandi's lawyer rolled up with that prenup? Phew. Kandi made it crystal clear, no signature, no wedding. And Todd eventually caved and signed.
I have a question for people who have had prenups or who are part of the prenup land or who have signed a prenup. How easy is it to get out of it? Because the way Todd is running this shit is crazy, bruh. This man said, I want to break that damn prenup when he sat there on live TV and said, I'm going to sign this prenup because ain't nothing going to stop me. Ain't nothing going to stop our love. We're going to be together forever. You signed that shit. And Kandi, you was right. You was smart. But now he wants the children too.
And now, Todd's dusting it off again, claiming he wasn't fully on board with the prenup. He says he only had 4 hours before the wedding to sign it, under a ton of pressure, and without his lawyer present. According to him, that means it shouldn't be enforceable against him. Todd's now claiming that if he and his lawyers had more time, they could have negotiated the prenup, because, apparently, he thought he was entitled to way more in royalties from Kandi's music and production. But Kandi isn't backing down one bit, especially since all this prenup drama went down on camera during the Real Housewives of Atlanta wedding spin-off. Now, she's basically telling the judge, roll the footage. She wants the court to see the tapes from the show herself. Her lawyer even referenced the exact moment on the spin-off where Todd said he was fine signing the prenup after conferring with his lawyers on and off camera. That's literally nothing to fight about. The fact that he's dragging this up now, and even trying to use the kids to get more, just proves whatever went down behind the scenes was messy as hell. And you know what? Maybe Mama Joyce was right all along. Not little Todd Tucker playing reverse Uno, claiming he wants full custody and the prenup thrown out. This was all pre-planned, especially after his cheating and sloppy behavior post-kids. Kandi defended him from her mom, her aunt, Portia, Fedra, and the whole world. And this is how he wants to end things. Todd Tucker, when I catch you. I've always said he's an opportunist. Mama Joyce saw it from day one, and she wasn't wrong. Not Todd Tucker. With the reverse Uno talking about he wants full custody and the prenup undone. He had that pre-planned when he got sloppy with the cheating after them 2 kids. She defended him from her mother, aunt, Portia, Fedra, the whole group, and the world. And this is how he wants to end things. Todd Tucker, when I catch you. I've always thought Todd Tucker was an opportunist. Mama Joyce was vowed towards him, but she wasn't wrong in her findings.